Welcome back to the Everything Challenge on No Man's Land. It is September. Last episode we did all the grapes and didn't make much money. It only made about 15,000 grapes off of our 10 rows of 300 meters long. And we're going to need to backfill some of that money from somewhere. So let's walk around the farm and get some things sold where we can, get some things optimized. Like, for example, right here, I can see that we have 64,000 liters of slurry. So we can do something like that. We can get the plow into here and get the potatoes ready for another year. We did them a couple of episodes ago. If we look at the thing, it says this needs plowing. So we can definitely get a plow through there. From a harvest point of view, we do have something ready. We have the premium. I'm going to do that at the end of the day in a quick time lapse because we've seen premium plenty of times. We'll just go up and down, up and down. But let's focus on getting everything else happy. So since we saw that the slurry was due, let's do that first. We'll grab, the New Holland will do. The way that we're doing slurry is to use one of these massive hauling trucks. It's designed more for premium, the pumps and hoses expansion, I think. This one right here. Since there's a bit of a bump right there, I might actually just quickly use the construction tool and flatten that out. Just so I can get driving there a bit better. I can see how it goes up in the air. So let me quickly... hopefully I won't destroy the land too much here. Quickly just flatten that off. Landscaping, flatten, and we want to do it across here. So yeah, just get rid of that hump, and then we'll just smooth all that out. And yeah, we can live without any grass on it. So let's go grab the slurry. Here is the cows. Let's get all of that out of there. I'm not sure what the capacity of this tanker is. It's a lot. It's at least 50 or something. Hopefully we can get it all in one batch. And then we can use that in the BGA, which probably is empty. So here's the BGA. Yeah, it's nearly empty. Just enough to keep the gold happy. And as always, the gold needs something. So we'll be putting slurry in. So I'm just going to activate that now. Oh, it looks like... 99%, look at that. We probably has a 65,000 limit, so that was just perfect. And so this doesn't have the ability to unload, so what we're going to do is park it next to this trailer and then pull it out of this and then push it into the BGA. Oh, so heavy. Oh. That's better. That's much smoother now. We're not fighting the hill anymore. So that should work out just fine. Lowers down on the ground. I assume you can join the pumps and hoses pack to it. So let me quickly pull out, I think it's 9,000 at a time. And then push 9,000 at a time into the BGA. And that is 60,000 or so slurries delivered. Just had to pull, push a fair few times. That's now done. Looks like the thing at the front represents the slurry level, even though there's no manure in here. Let's see how the tank is full. I think that graphic is trying to represent just how much is in the overall facility. Okay, so yeah, 63,000. How much manure do we have? There's another 51,000 manures hanging around. So let's work on that as well. Might as well do both at the same time. There's a couple of stones in here, so we might as well empty this out and use both trailers to get that manure. These hold 22,000 each. So we should just be able to get that 41,000 with this 44,000 capacity. get these unloaded. Keep the money flowing in. Every trailer is about $11,000 worth, and it produces about $30,000 worth. So definitely one of the most lucrative things we have on this farm. I don't think this series could have been done without the gold farm and the mushrooms and the flowers, quite frankly. The amount of money required to produce so many fields and have so many pieces of equipment, and particularly so many productions, because a lot of productions don't pay for themselves for at least 3 or 4 years, and so we would have been quite bankrupt or quite slow if we didn't have this. I don't think this particular challenge can really be done unless you're on the No Man's Land map. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to run up north and get the plow, because the potatoes need plowing. I might as well start that going. And as we do it, we can just have a look around. So we've got cereal, then grapes, then our dairy. Yeah, this is our bakery. Behind that is a furniture shop and flooring and chairs. We have the green buildings, the Silver Run market, so we can sell things. This is our flour mill. Over in the distance where the brick buildings is our wool area with our spinneries and tailor. Here is our premium area with our soup. Here is our silo for our root crops. And here is the preserve factory. This is the one that's kind of glitched right now. And then all around us is all of our fields. This particular set in front of us, the 3 stripes, is the premium, and they're all ready to go, and we'll be doing that at the end of this episode. On the right hand side is soybeans and then sunflower. This sunflower is going to go into an oil factory. I'm just going to run over the hill here, and here is our brand new canola field, and we'll be using this to feed the pigs. I think we own a lot of land to the north here. If you look at the mini-map, we own 36 and 37. So I think up here, as much as it's a long, long way from home, this probably is going to be a future field of some sort. Or maybe it's where we put some of our productions. I think that cereal factory is a little bit big and a little bit ugly, so I might bring it up here. And these rocks do make it so it's pretty hard to put down a field. Same with the lake. Here's our corn. Our corn's going to be ready pretty soon, I think. I think probably even next month. And so that's going to be used for pigs as well. Yeah, so I think I can foresee the oil factory and the cereal factory being moved up here. Let me squeeze in here, grab our trusty little plow. And we will... that barely fits under there. We'll run over to the potato field and get this started. So we're kind of already into the preparing the fields for next year while we're still doing the harvesting of this year. So yeah, that was the soybeans. And we're probably going to put the chip factory right there next to the other building. This is our sweet beets, which I believe is next month when it comes up. And our potatoes are here. There was a bit of a spillover with the sweet beets. I'm just going to sacrifice them. I can't be bothered trying to do that. And for some reason, the AI missed this corner of potatoes, but it's too late now. The season's over. Let's make sure that allow fields is turned off. Lower that down. And we're doing this because it needs to be plowed. So if we look at the map, it says that we require it needs plowing. So that's why we're doing that. So we'll let the worker do that, and that starts next year. And then because we've done that, we will need someone to do the stone picking. So let's grab the big JCB here. It's got a bit of horsepower, and we'll grab the stone picker and get that to follow it. JCB fast track is super fast. Love it. It's a joy to drive. Really has some nice horsepower. It has the wide tires on, which means it gets a little bit more extra grip, which is always good when you're trying to do like U-turns on hills and stuff. So let me run over there and we'll get this started as well. And these two guys should be able to work it out themselves. Alright, let's jump across to the forklift over here and make some space for our hay bales that are going to come in here. While we're here, we are out of mineral feed. That's the other thing we need to do. And straw is at 23,000, so that also needs to be done. If we look at it in this view instead, we can see that straw probably could do with one bale. So one of those bales can get put into the shredder. I don't think there's one in there already. I don't know if this guy can drag this. It can. Good. There we go. Put that down. You don't want to put it down too far because it rolls off. So, I'm going to grab this one. Hopefully this thing's not going to tip backwards. Alright. And then we'll put the last two in where the food goes. Jumping over to the fence here, we'll deliver these hay bales. And we can also then use the same tractor to drive the shredder through and deliver some straw to the cows. I'm liking this access road. It works quite well. It's not too wide, not too narrow. Seems to fulfill the purpose. Hopefully we've got enough space here to do a U-turn and get this backed in. This is really the first time we've been trying to access this area, so after it was produced, after we designed it. See how that goes. Bit of an angle. Oh, that worked okay. Yeah, that's good. Let me unload that, and we'll put the straw through. Careful not to knock off that bale. It's just sitting there with physics right now. There we go. Yeah, it's important to keep this straw going because that's the thing producing the manure. And it's also important to make sure that the food's happening because that's what's producing all the slurry. So ignoring the milk and everything else, we are definitely using... Oh, that was a small bale, that's a partial bale. We're using the milk to drive the dairy and the bakery. We're using the manure and the slurry to drive the BGA, and all those are making pretty good money. Get this parked. And we can put this away. So the next thing I want to do is the milk. We'll put a load into the dairy and into the bakery at least, and then probably put the residual in the dairy so we can make cheese and other products. I'm not convinced I want the cereal factory where it is, to the extent that I think I might delete it and move it elsewhere, because it is quite onerous right now where it is. So let's put this one in here. The dairy is currently making butter. I changed it from distributing to storing because the bakery didn't want any more. And so that's what all those pallets are. So what we can do though is turn on maybe cheese, because we do seem to have an excess of milk comparative to what the bakery wants. The bakery's not accepting much right now because it's using it for cake, I think, rather than the bread. So once cake ramps up, we can probably switch back to using the dairy to solely make butter. I did a little bit of terraforming around here a couple of episodes ago off camera just to smooth that road out. And so that's why there's a bit of a hill there to the left now, a little dip. But it makes the road a lot more accessible. So it makes it so you can easily do a lap now. Yeah, I really like the way this area of the farm has panned out. It's nice and wide, not really having U-turn space issues. I kind of like how there's still a field here, a little boutique one. Let's drop this off at... Oh, that looks like it's going to be problematic. I think those pallets are going to be in the way. Let's see if we can unload here regardless. Back in these is hard. Alright, let's get those unloaded. I don't know how much the bakery's going to want. I assume it's not a huge amount. Yeah, it won't take that much. It'll take less than a load. So eggs and sugar. Sugar is from the mill that we haven't put down yet, so we can't do that. And then we'll worry about eggs in the future. And we've had some strawberries distribute. So yeah, we've nearly got to the point where we can make cake. But at the moment, we're still making bread. So the rest of this milk can get put into the dairy. I'm going to do that a whole lot of times, a whole lot of laps. I think there was 40,000 to deliver, so it will take a fair few laps. This is going to be the last load for now. There's about 1,800 left in the farm. I'm not going to bother doing another load with that. As you can see, no cereal factory. I got rid of it. It was just too big for this area. It didn't really match the scale of all the other buildings around it. I'll put it up north where those rocks and lake are, and we'll also put the oil factory up there. Next month, I think, is the month we harvest all of the sunflowers, and so that will make sense to put down the oil factory then. And when we do that, we can put down the cereal factory at the same time. It will mean we'll have to do a lot of hauling to a faraway land, but that's kind of fine. That's fun to do. I found that I was going clockwise more than counterclockwise here. No particular reason. It just seemed to be more natural. Those eggs need to be delivered at some point. We don't have to rush to do that until we have sugar. Looks like the stone picker has finished. And we need to deliver mineral feed. And the last thing to do is, before we forget, is to put a couple of bales of the hay into that hay loft. I think this forklift has the power to pick up 3 at once. Hopefully it's heavy enough. Let's find out. It's got 4 prongs on it. It's a mod. It's called the... Actually, we can see it under mods here. It is this one, the Lizard 45 is what's called, LZ45. So, make this nice and square, so minimize our chance of losing a bale. I think if we tip backwards, yeah, that works. Take it nice and easy. Plenty of straw bales. There's a huge number of straw bales in our silo as well. So we'll put these all the way at the back. I think I might grab that top one off. Yeah, I'm going to grab that top one off just because it might... I don't want it to glitch with the robot. And there's no real reason for it to be up so high. If it wants to get off. There it goes. Come on. I think it's got leaning backwards. There it goes. So that's going to keep the cows fed for a long time. And those bales look pretty good in there. Let's park this. Actually, well, I was going to park it there, but let's park it over in the pig area. And let's use this guy to go get some mineral feed and also some pig feed. So how are we going to do that? So I think we can get mineral feed and pig feed both from the spout at the store. It is not normally the most economical way of doing it. I think it costs a little bit more than normal, like 3 times as much, but you're paying for simplicity. And just for simplicity's sakes, let's see how this goes. I'm definitely not going to get 22,000 worth. We'll get maybe 10,000 litres of each, maybe. Actually, when it comes to pig food, we probably can do a fair bit. If we happen to be in a situation where we have more than that we can unload, particularly when it comes to the pig feed, I will just put down a silo. The horses have that, so we can do the same thing. So, under here, yeah, pig food. Yeah, money's skyrocketing. Look like it's super expensive. We'll get $10,000 or 10,000 litres of that. Yeah, it's not cheap at all. But then having pigs doing nothing's not really cheap either. And then mineral feed. That's pretty expensive too. We'll get... I'm not sure what mineral feed does, and we'll get about 10,000 of that. Cool, okay, that's a lot of money. So, yeah, we just blew through $60,000 then. So, yeah, I highly doubt that was economical. I'm sure getting it via bags would have been cheaper, and then there's slowly loading it in. Well, we have a gold farm. That's what, you know, we can use that as an excuse to blow money. So the back one is the mineral feed. So what I might do is do a lap around here. Yeah, this road here is just the right width. It lets you turn corners nicely. Yeah, it works quite well. Yeah, I'm really liking the design of this area of the farm. I think it's done us quite well. So the back one's the mineral feed. Hopefully this silo can take a huge amount. So please empty, otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Awesome, so that goes into the cow farm, and we can see bottom right corner, that's got nearly 9,900 in it now. Alright, let's deliver the pig feed. I think I should be able to get in there with the trailer hitched the way it is. There we go. Pig food. And the pigs can now start producing Ham, I guess. So that's here. And, oh, barely touched the surface. So we do not want to be paying for pig food. We want to definitely be doing it through the base crops. I'm not delivering it this way, the food. I'm actually using this production right here in front of us. So we deliver the individual components. I don't know if I can get in there. There we go. Straw, corn, potatoes, and canola. It's not straw, so wheat, I should say. So wheat, we have wheat field. That easy to do. We have a corn crop that's going to come out of the ground any month now. We've already delivered a huge number of potatoes, and canola is in the ground, but unfortunately it's 24 months. It's a whole year away. So we'll have to either buy that as a product or something. So it sounds like this guy's happy. Yeah, well done. So the stone guy is full, so we'll have to empty him out. And for the sake of it, I might as well set you off here. See what you do on that field. That way we get our periodic ploughing done. Oh, since we have this, let's deliver some potatoes to the soup factory. And we have 337,000 potatoes, so definitely no trouble about delivering them in bulk to the soup factory. So 22 in there. Put another 22,000 in here. So that 300,000's worth about $200,000. So even though it's a lot of material, it doesn't produce that much money out of it. I think we can do a double unload at this place. Yep. And that will keep the soup guys going. Just make sure that it's configured to run, which it is. And I'm going to grab another load of potatoes. Alright, the second load delivered. There's no reason why we can't fill this guy up and get it to produce money since we don't have any other factory right now using potato. I'm not going to put down the potato crisp factory until we have oil. It's also huge, so it'll probably go up north wherever the oil factory and the cereal factory are. I don't think there's any more productions that we're missing. From a food point of view, but we are missing some of the wood ones. I took out a loan as we're doing the potatoes. I think I might put down some more of those wood ones. So here's the platinum. So barrel factory, we haven't got that one. It does require a lot of metal for all the goods, which we don't have. So let's skip that one for a sec. Furniture we have, flooring we have. These are huge, we'll go out remotely. This one's huge, we'll go out remotely. Pet we've got. Art. We don't have the art one. Nice and small. So let's squeeze that in there. We'll keep it a fair way back so that way we've got access to this. I'm going to keep it as close as possible. And we'll put that probably about there. Shingle factory. We haven't got that either. And so how was delivery? So the delivery's at the front. That was good. So that is all at the front for that one, but this one's kind of at the end. So we might use this as the end of the row. And let's put this one just nice and close. Yep. And then let's do a quick landscape. Cool, that's nearly got all of the productions down. The goal is to, by December this year, to have them all configured and down. Let's get Shingle activated. Let's get this guy activated, the accessory, and this one. We are way too short on planks. I'm fully aware of that. We'll work on that in the next couple of episodes. But yeah, so the goal is to just get everything done. So this will, yeah, this works well. I think that's pretty cool. And hopefully the blue guy, I actually might take control here. And I'm actually going to square that edge out because I did destroy it a bit, and we'll turn on allow create fields. I like having the undulations in the dirt like that because it's a bit more natural, like the dirt's encroaching in. Yeah, should be good. Yeah, I think I will keep a farm at this point in the property. It's just a good way to transition between like the industrial area and like the more rural area. Yeah. Let's turn our crate fields off and we'll just quickly run along the edge here. As I put the plow away, we'll call that the end of an episode. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And make sure you stay tuned for the next episode where we finish off September and in particular get all those premium crops out of the ground. As always, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time on the Everything Challenge on No Man's Land. Thanks for watching.